the grand final of Robot Wars. Hefty, the reigning champ, is here. Forklift's Revenge. Storm 2, can this blow everyone away? And the might and power of Stinger. But before we unleash hell, let's relive the road to Armageddon. Over 70 robots applied to become Robot Wars Grand Champion. Only 48 were selected. They were bashed and grind, tormented and destroyed. And now we are left with our Furious 4. And it all started all the way back in Heat A, where Hefty reigned supreme and won the heat. Let's relive it. King Tut was no match for the reigning champion, neither was Roadblock. Flipped over and Killalot ended King Tut. The curse was lifted. Accident had an accident when it was flipped out the arena by the might and power of Hefty. The reigning champs look good. Flippala put up a good fight in the heat final. We thought it was going to be all over, but Killalot destroyed the drive system and that led Flippala flying home. Hefty then went on to beat APD2 in the semis, putting up a good fight, but the anti-pit device lost. Forklift's Revenge run to the grand final, first started beating Samurai and 28 in fine style. Destruction surprised everyone by getting through the first round and then went up against Forklift's Revenge. However, they were both impaled. Forklift's Revenge, however, went through. And then one of the best fights of the series met Onslaught. Again, a close shave. Forklift's Revenge lost its Street Mech and then they both went in the pit. Forklifts, though, managed to survive and then defeated Chaos 2 in fine style. Storm 2 blew away Damtonkia and Turret in the first round of Heat 3. Damtonkia luckily enough to escape. Turrets were destroyed by the storm. Dalek had its flipper ripped off, shoved into the house robot, pushed around the arena and slammed and flipped. Out went Dalek. And in the heat final, Damtonkia were blown away in seconds out the arena in fine style. And then a huge stunner, Revolutionist went. Our last place in the grand final goes to Stinger. First defeated H2O, flipping it with its deadly mace, pushed by M5, lanced by Killalot and dumped into the pit. And then another shot, 60's radar response, went out in fine style, destroyed, ripped, and counted out by the ref bots. And then the heat final met M5, although resurrecting itself, finally were counted out. And Stinger went through to the grand final to meet the Shadow, defeating itself really, and that meant Stinger went through to the grand final. After that we have 4 robots, it's Hefty, Forklift's Revenge, and then Storm 2 against Stinger. Let the carnage commence!
From Hastings and number 1 seed, Hefty.
We know what Hefty can do. It's at this stage, we've got 2 more fights to go and it'll be the first robot ever to hang on to the title.
From Surrey and number 8 seed, Forklift's Revenge.
Dark horses to win this, or just like any other robot we've seen in Robot Wars? All a big nothing? I don't think so. Forklift's Revenge is seemingly invincible.
Rules stand by.
This replace in the grand final.
3, 2, 1, activate.
So here we go. 2 of the best robots ever, I think, for this series. The Wars and Forklift's Revenge getting in underneath and flipping Hefty. Hefty by far the heaviest here. Forklift's Revenge, one of the lightest robots ever in the Wars, in towards the Killalot corner patrol zone. Hefty's in trouble here. That Street Mech very loose on top. The sort of like leaf, like artistic impression of a Hefty leaf. And oh, it flipped over, and it's over, it's flipped. Forklift's Revenge comes back now then. Can Hefty self right from there and towards the Killalot again? they should be able to self-right and do so in fine style. Towards the Pit of Oblivion that descends in the arena now, so they have to be careful of that. Again in towards Dead Metal, this is all Thoughtless Revenge work, pushing Hefty into the House Robot, and Dead Metal there is waiting with his circular saw. This is great stuff here from Thoughtless Revenge. I tell you something, they've done well since the heats. Might not have... Oh! Again, the Streamex come off Hefty, look at this! They came with a slam and they suffered damage in the CPZ, and Hefty are in a bit of trouble. Thoughtless Revenge, they proved themselves really good in this in the semi-finals, and now of course the grand final. They're up against here the reigning champ. This is a great performance from Thoughtless Revenge, and if they can beat the reigning champ, they can beat just about anyone. Hefty's on the edge of the pit! Oh goodness me, this is close! Shoving it wide, did Thoughtless push him? Hefty into the pit, in towards Dead Metal's corner patrol zone, and down comes the circular saw. This is a gripping fight. Oh, they're going backwards and forwards into Kilowatt CPZ and Shunt CPZ, should I say. And over goes Thoughtless Revenge again, but they can self-right. Oh! And I think that Hefty cannot self-right from there. They've immobilised themselves. By the looks of things, in goes Shunt's axe again. Thoughtless Revenge, you won't right them now, will you? You just leave them there to be counted out by the ref. Oh, this is great stuff. And Hefty is about to go out. We're going to have a new champion in the wars. It's going to be, well, it's not going to be Hefty. They're out. Unbelievable. Thoughtless lands on the Dead Metal. Absolute stunner. Hefty, the reigning champ, out. Next up, Storm 2 and Stinger.
From Suffolk and the number 5 seed, Storm 2.
Can they go beyond this round? This is where the stage where they lost to Chaos 2 in Series 2. They've never been beyond this. New heights then after.
From Wigan, Stinger.
We know the Stinger's new heights here. They've never been beyond the heat before Stinger, let alone the grand final. Is just 2 more fights away from proving it's a great robot.
Rolling to stand by.
Here we go again then.
3, 2, 1, activate.
The winner will meet Thoughtless Revenge in the grand final, and what a turnaround this final has been. We have not got any of the originals, not got Chaos 2 or Revolutionists. This is a tournament now that is open for anyone. Storm is probably the only original robot still with us now in the grand final, and a slamming towards the House Robot there. Storm 2 getting in underneath and trying to destroy Stinger. The spin, like I said, I don't think that'll harm Storm 2 in any way. Very strongly built Storm, ramming front, which can push practically anything. We know that by now. Stinger very much under pressure here. Flip, you see, great self-righting mechanism there from Storm 2, and a spinning again. Storm 2 going back in on the attack. Stinger again spins, that's the only means of attack, and it's a great attack. It's got them to this age, it must be, mustn't it? Now, Storm 2 trying to, the thing is with Stinger, you can't push it anywhere. You can't flip it out of the arena properly, you can't do anything. It's such a tricky customer to get hold of, and Shunt sticks his axe in. Unless this happens, you shove in towards the House Robots and let them take over and destroy. It's entirely up to you, but Storm 2 here now, I think is just about on top. Stinger maybe, I don't know, more aggressive, I'm not too sure. I think Storm 2, is Storm 2's flipper okay? The lifter, I don't think it is. Look, it's loose. Now that will count against Storm 2, goes to a judge's decision. In comes Shunt with the axe. Any second now, and Storm 2 are in major trouble, and the Shunt's got the axe stuck into the innards, just about away. That wouldn't have helped. I think, look at it, it's come off! Now that, and another slam, and Stinger's nearly out the arena. They spun around and off came the lifter, but then Storm flips Stinger, almost held the arena balancing, and I think Storm is yet again suffered damage. Something else is off looking the CBZ, you can see. In goes Storm 2, Dead Metal's blocking and coming out, and in goes Storm 2, slam. Trying to get rid of Dead Metal, the House Robot there. Stinger's in major trouble. Have they been immobilised for longer than 30 seconds? I'm not too sure. Descended the ball, ref bot. nearly on the edge of total humiliation there. It's setting that pick, get ref back up there. Now then, Dead Methods finally freed Stinger, so now it carries on play. It's a great fight, this, it really is. It's going to go to a judge's decision any second now, but this is one of the closest fights, and this is going to be so hard. Look, finally ending in Chuck's then. Goodness me, what a fight that was, very close.